First this morning, our top story. Governor Tina Kotek paid a visit to Bend, hosting a workshop on affordable housing.
Tracy Tuesday spoke with the governor and Bend Mayor Melanie Keebler about an ambitious goal of constructing 36,000 homes per year.
Governor Tina Kotek was right here in Bend hosting a workshop. Topic of discussion, affordable housing. The workshop is part of the Western Governors Association's initiative, brought together experts discussing regulatory reforms, attainable home ownership, and resilient housing. Bend Mayor Melanie Keebler led participants on a tour of 3 sites in Bend: Cressida by Rooted Homes, Woodhaven Estates by Thistle and Nest, and Northwest Cottage by Habitat for Humanity, each showcasing creative approaches to affordable home ownership.
Whenever we talk about housing and changing housing policy and building housing, it doesn't happen overnight. So even if we make changes at a state level or a city level, it takes time for those to start showing up on the ground. So it's just really exciting to be with the Western Governors Association and showing them how things pop out of the ground once you change policy. You can create cottages, you can create affordable housing once we lay that policy groundwork.
Bend resident Denise Rowcroft says her family purchased their first home through a program for households earning less than 80% of the area median income.
They're reserving some for, single income, dual income, because if we didn't own this now, even with, increasing wage in the last few years that's been happening because of inflation and all that, even with that, we still wouldn't be able to afford a home in Bend. So it's a really great opportunity.
During the tour of the Cressida development, Governor Tina Kotek talked about effectively implementing affordable housing initiatives across urban and rural areas.
Oftentimes we have so much planning, but then it doesn't actually get on the ground. So what can you do to ensure that?
That's a really good question, right? Because we might have really great ideas, but if you don't have the follow through and say this is actually going to happen, which is when you see a place like this Rooted Homes community, all of the components are coming together. Affordability, long-term affordability, energy savings. From the state's perspective, making sure our investments are very key. If you get these dollars, like for housing or for infrastructure, it will be long-term affordable, right? Because our job is to bring down that cost. And the other way you bring down costs, and what they're doing so well here in Bend and in lots of parts of Central Oregon, is really working with builders and saying, how can we get your project started?
Governor Kotek has set an ambitious goal of constructing 36,000 homes per year. The governor says the goal is to create affordable housing for everyone, much like this Cressida development by Rooted Homes that you see behind me, and not just for a select few. Tracy Tuesday, News Channel 21.